What is going on, guys? Pokemon here. As you can see from this background that I've been milking for the last couple of videos, we are going to be playing some Eevee Grove gameplay. You already know what we're doing here. I got one hand in my Pokemon TCG Pocket, and the other one's playing the piano. As you guys can probably tell from the title, we are having some Snorlax EX gameplay today. Snorlax EX is a new card that came out in the Eevee Grove set, and after some experimentation, I think I found one of the better ways to use it. And we're going to be showing that deck off in the gameplay today. So without further ado, let's get to the deck. Here we are with the list. I want to explain some things before we go through the card by card here. Snorlax EX is a very interesting card to use. Snorlax EX is an okay card. It has 160 HP, it has 130 damage attack, but it does require 4 energy to use. Luckily, while you're getting those energy, some of the damage you take can be offset by his ability Full Mouth Manner. Personally, I don't think it's a very controversial opinion saying that if this thing healed during the end of both players' turn, it would be 1,000 times better. And with it having a cap of 160 HP, I don't even think that's necessarily broken. That will not stop me. I've done the numbers, I've played the games, and I think I've found one of the best ways to use Snorlax EX in a deck that's focused around it. Obviously, you could probably throw it in as a wall or whatever function you want in a deck that maybe plays more stally gameplay, like maybe Greninja, for example, where you have this thing take the damage for you in Greninja chips. That is fine if you don't care about using Snorlax. What I found in those types of decks is that I was constantly bricking on multiple of the Greninja pieces. As you add more and more Pokemon, obviously, it becomes less consistent to find Snorlax, which makes the focus of your deck kind of shift, and that wasn't really what I was trying to accomplish here. And that's where this card comes in. I can't pronounce it, so it's going to be Pink Hair Joe from now on. That's just going to be a thing. Pink Hair Joe allows you to add a normal type Pokemon that has damage on it into your hand, which solves our issue. We get the Snorlax directly out of the active spot into our hand, so it can wall for us. However, if we want to actually use Snorlax, we need 4 energy on it. So we can't waste 4 turns just to add it to our hand. Ideally, we're going to be playing cards like Giratina because it's pretty self-sufficient, and on those turns that we don't have energy to attack with Snorlax, Giratina can be doing a lot of heavy lifting. And then ideally, we have another Snorlax in our bench while the other one's in our active spot, and we feed that one the energy. So when the time comes to Pink Hair Joe up the active Snorlax, we have one with 4 energy ready to do some damage. That covers the list. It's not perfect, and our strategy does have some obvious flaws, but maybe we could catch people sleeping on Snorlax in ladder. Let's hop right into it. Alright, here we are, game 1 here. Going first, which isn't always my favorite, but looks like we drew the Giratina. So, can't complain, that's why it's here. Go ahead, throw it on Snorlax, throw it on the Giratina. We'll throw it on Tapu Lele just because we can, and let's see what they're up to. Type Null. Alright, it's one of these decks, but they're notably not on Fighting Energy. So, I wonder what they're playing. Go ahead, add Snorlax here. That's the last Pokemon off the deck. We'll slap him down right before using our Giratina and getting our free advantage turn 1. Alright, opponent's turn here. What are they up to? Draw 2. Okay. Still not doing anything. Not doing anything. And they're just attacking. Okay. Yeah, they're not playing a single card. That's fine. They don't get the roll, so we'll just heal back all that damage during our turn. Alright, our turn. And that is probably the best draw on the deck.
So long, Bowser!
Get trolled, punished unbelievably. Go ahead and get a free advantage, sit on Snorlax, which will heal all the damage right back, and it's their turn again. Still not doing anything. Let's see if they'll play a card this turn. Go ahead with add with Ladion. Looks like they did draw a useful card this turn. And they hit the Savali. Okay, they're gonna go ahead and evolve here. We'll do the 100. Not too concerned about this. Let's see, and that's probably the best draw in the deck. Oh, we don't think we have to use it right away. You could probably just heal up a bit, get some more advantage out of the Snorlax before we add it to our hand, get some more energy. Throw it on the potion too, we just do not want them KOing, even if they get like red or something. And we'll go ahead and get our free advantage and pass back to them. And you already know we're healing up for 130. I'm pretty confident here. I'm pretty sure there's no way they can kill us, no matter what cards they have in hand. Go ahead, play down Sylveon so they get their Pot of Greed. Professor's Research. All right, they'll draw 2. They're going to be able to do 100 this turn, but I am not concerned because I prepared for that. Throw down Eevee EX, not doing anything at the moment. Give 1 energy to Sylveon, which I'm also not concerned about in any way, shape, or form. And they'll go ahead and hit me for 100. That's exactly what I planned for. Go ahead and get our turn here. Draw. Professor's Research, not bad, but we're already activating Pink Hair Joe here. Get the Snorlax back to our hand. Go ahead, throw in Giratina. It's going to be able to knock out the Savali. Give it the energy it needs. Throw down Snorlax for the BM, and let's hit them hard. Okay, the first point's on the board here. They'll send in Sylveon right now. They got Oak in hand. I'm pretty confident. They have 5 cards in hand, so nothing crazy. Cape, that's fine. I don't care how much health you have if you're only doing 70 damage. Pokemon Communication. Let's see if they hit something useful. Well, they hit Pot of Greed. That is something. Go ahead, get their draw 2 here. Not really too concerned about it unless I start seeing something that threatens me. They'll hit me for 70, which is completely fine. Go ahead, draw for turn here. We're actually going to have some tactical difficulties this turn, but it doesn't matter. All I really did was use Oak, put the Rocky Helmet on, and hit him hard. He go ahead, switches out the other Sylveon, realizes he could only do 70 damage to me, and presses the concede button. And we're off. We're going first. Let's see the hand. We are not getting Giratina in our starting hand. That's fine. Let's hope we get a Pokeball. Our opponent's on Buzzwole Beat. Interesting. Hopefully it's a good showcase of our deck against something that is commonly played. We'll go Research, draw 2. And we hit 2 Pokeballs. That's probably going to get us a Giratina at least once. Yep, there we go. First hit. We love to see it. Next, we'll probably get Snorlax. Yep. And so the only Pokemon left in the deck is Tapu Lele. Go ahead, equip the Rocky Helmet. Slap down Snorlax, slap down Giratina, and let's get our free advantage for turn 1. Passing over to the opponent here. They draw. Research for 2. Throw down the Buzzwole EX. That's a very nice copy of Buzzwole. Go ahead, hit me and Giratina. I mean, Giratina getting hurt is kind of annoying. Obviously, I don't care about Snorlax getting hurt. That's kind of the point of the deck. We do the Rocky Helmet back anyways. Go ahead, give an energy to Snorlax, and just pass it right back. Go Giratina. We'll heal back the damage he did to at least the Snorlax. And we're playing the stall game like we usually do. We'll go activate Professor's Research for a draw 2. That is just fine. Pokeball. Alright, let's see what they get off Pokeball. Will they show us? Yep, and it's the other Buzzwole. It is completely okay. Throw down a Leaf Cape. Give some extra XP, and I'm pretty sure they'll just attack me from here. Yep. Hit Giratina and Snorlax again. Obviously, Snorlax does not care. Giratina, it's a little annoying that they're getting hurt, but we have some healing cards in hand. Go ahead, throw another energy down on our Snorlax. We will heal up the Giratina, because I'm really not trying to somehow get cheesed from a Cyrus into a KO early on Giratina. Go ahead, give Giratina that energy, gets our free advantage, and heal up a Snorlax. Let's give it back to them. They drew, obviously. Giving the energy to Buzzwole, not really too concerned. This is kind of going exactly as planned. They'll hit me a Pheromosa. You are on 10 HP, my friend. We'll go ahead. Beautiful draw. Beautiful draw. Red card them for a Zillion. Get punished. They used both Oaks already. Great opportunity. We have Tapu Lele. And we actually have some extra time with the Snorlax on the field. But we might go ahead and fire Pink-Haired Joe early to try to get this kill here. I think that might be a little bit more important than writing out the stall and the Snorlax. I would love to get some advantage going before they set up completely with their Buzzwalls. We got to get our first points on the board, and they will send in Buzzwole, obviously. I do expect them to KO my Tapu Lele. That is fine. Give the energy to Buzzwole like I expected. And I'd rather give up a Tapu Lele and get that advantage. And, of course, they go for the Cyrus. That is really frustrating. It is what it is, though. They kill my Giratina. That is fine. We probably still could come back this with our Snorlax. We do only have 2 energy on our Snorlax, though, because this does put us in a kind of a bad position. Go ahead, draw Pokemon Center Lady. It's not going to do much. Throw down our other Snorlax. We'll give leftovers and probably fire the Team Rocket Grunt after I give him the energy. Yeah, so let's hopefully we hit good, hit good, hit good, hit good. 1, that's great. That's not going to be enough. Hopefully they do not have much to do on their turn. Expect to get hit with Big Beat here, but I'm not too concerned about that. They will Guzma me so they can go fuck themselves. He uses Punch. Could fire Professor Oak off here. We chose it over the Pokemon Center Lady, and we drew Potion. We're never punished. In fact, we won't even activate the Potion, because although I considered it, and we go ahead and hit them for 130. If they stay in, I'm pretty sure I killed them. They can't kill me because I'm going to heal 20 there. We roll for sleep, and we love to see it. Of course, we're just like that. So they do have Big Beat available, but I don't know if they can risk staying in. Yeah, see, they go ahead and do the switch out. This Buzzwole isn't going to do much. They have 3 cards in hand, and they do have the Lusamine, so they will be able to Big Beat me here. That is fine. We do live, like I said. We're in a really good position right now. I already see the opening, guys. Do you see the opening? Yep, Pink-Haired Joe. We don't even care about that 170 in the front. We're going to put it in Tapu Lele, not BM and waste any time. Hit the Buzzwole in the back. We're at 60. Tapu Lele comes in clutch. That's why it's in the deck, ladies and gentlemen. On with game 3 here. Going first, we really cannot catch a break. Our hand is abysmal as well. Our opponent is on type null, and I see a fighting energy, which probably means they're on the Cranidos set. We drew Giratina though, so we're fine with that. We use Pokeball, we'll get the Snorlax as well. I can't really complain, even though we have to start with Tapu Lele, because I will be able to slap down the Giratina and get our free advantage turn 1. If you're going first, that's the best thing I could see in this deck. So let's see what they got for me. Go ahead, give the fighting energy, draw 2 with Oak. Please don't play any Pokemon. Please don't play any Pokemon. Please don't play any Pokemon. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Our red card's going to go absolutely insane. We'll take the 20. Do not care. We'll go ahead, draw for turn. Leftovers, not sure what that's going to do for me here. We'll go ahead, give Rocky Helmet to Snorlax. We will heal up Tapu Lele because I don't want to get Cyrus later. Because we're going to go ahead and switch Tapu Lele out for the Snorlax so he can eat the damage. We do have Pink Hair Joe in our hand. And now we red card them for their life savings. You just love to see it, folks. You simply do.
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all.
They start their turn. Let's see if they drew anything off the red card. They do put the Skull Fossil down, so it's a little concerning. Do they have the supporter? Shit, they have a supporter. Hey, you know what? I'm drawing 1 here. So I'll take 100 damage, but I'm still drawing 1. And we drew back the Pink Hair Joe. That is literally, our hand just got better. So thank you. You'll take the 20 chip, and we'll be living large. Get the Pokeball here. It's going to get out our last Snorlax from the deck. It's actually really good for us. It snaps Snorlax down. We'll use Pink Hair Joe, get the Snorlax out of the active spot. It did its work by eating that damage. Throw up Giratina. Now we have Giratina active, but it only has 2 energy, unfortunately, so we'll see what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and throw Rocky Helmet on the Snorlax. I think that's the right play. I'm not completely sure. Get our free advantage and pass back to them. I'm hoping they can't do too much damage on me that I need to switch Giratina out. 2 cards in hand, and of course, it's Rocky Helmet. Like, come on, really? 2 cards in hand. All right, they're going to send the Raparos, do 130 absurdly. We do have the potion, so we can attack, so we're fine. Fortunately, our Snorlax only has 2 energy right now. We're going to head save our Giratina, actually. That just doesn't seem like the right call. We have Pink Hair Joe in hand, so we're just going to sit on the Snorlax, get the energy, and pass back. Hopefully, they do not get anything that boosts their attack. No Giovanni, please. All right, we take 150. We are weak, so that's annoying. We're fine with the 150 damage, just as the coach drew it up. We'll add Snorlax back with Pink Hair Joe. Slap down the Snorlax in our active spot. We're going to give him an energy for this turn. And we'll set down our Snorlax, and we're going to use Giratina. So now we have 3 guys potentially able to attack next turn. If they draw. Oak's Research. I didn't like to see that. They're going to hit me for a lot of damage, but I should survive, and then I should be able to knock back and use Giratina to clean up the ending. Yep. That's going to bring them down into Snorlax range. That's why we have the chip. Love to see it. We do draw our own Professor's Research to get some cards out of the deck. Leftovers, that might be helpful for later. But use Potion on the Giratina because we need to be able to attack, obviously. And we do 20 damage to ourselves. Give Snorlax the energy and hit him for our first point on the board. It's going to be their turn. I'm expecting to get KO'd, obviously. But it's fine because we have Giratina on the clapback. They're going to use Gladion. And for the first time in the game, I'm realizing I only have 1 point and not 2. I'm going to have to contest that type null. We do have leftovers, so that's looking good for the Giratina. We will get KO'd, obviously. We'll do the 20 back. Not that it's really going to matter. My Giratina is doing 130. Send in the Giratina. All right, let's hope we clean this up. Best draw on the deck. Best draw on the deck. Best draw on the deck. We'll give leftovers to Giratina. That'll heal us a little bit of damage back after we attack. Give Pokemon Center, so we go up to 70. Take 20 here, go down to 50, but then after leftovers, we'll go back to 60. Get our second point on the board. And I'm feeling pretty good. As rough as this game has went, they're sending their type null. They could do a max of 40 damage. I have 60. I think we're going in a good direction. Give type null the energy, and that is the worst possible card it could be. They go ahead, swing. It's
a coin flip whether or not we lose.
And we just didn't get it. If they missed the coin flip, they would have been at least at 40 damage. And sometimes it just really doesn't go that way. So we're back with the deck. I mean, that was Snorlax gameplay, all right. Sometimes games in Pokemon TCG Pocket just go the way of the coin. You gotta accept it. I have found that I think this is one of the better ways to play a deck focused on Snorlax. There probably is a way to shove it in to something else and have it fill some kind of supporter role, maybe. But if you want Snorlax to be attacking, something like this is the way I think it works best. I don't know if I'd play Team Rocket Grunt. There probably is something better you can be playing. Maybe it's Mars, maybe it's a non-supporter, but I don't know. I just didn't get as much out of this as I wanted. Everything else kind of made sense to me. Red card felt more essential than I gave it credit for. Leftovers, I mean, it really doesn't come up a whole bunch. You could probably cut it for something. I like it as an option, but there's probably better things you can be doing. That said, I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. We'll be doing more Eevee Grove gameplay coming up very soon, so make sure you subscribe for that. And if you were to take away anything from this video, it'd probably be don't sleep
On Snorlax.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory. Nowadays, everyone who wants to talk, but I got something to say, but nothing comes out in the mood lips, bunch of gibberish, and I actually forgot about Ray.